Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial brought to you by Programium. Guys, if you have started your programming or computer science career, then you must have confusion about what programming language to choose. And if there is also a confusion for beginners that for which platform I can use that programming language. So in this tutorial guys, we will be talking about which programming language to choose. So without any further delay, let's get started. So guys, if you are interested in web development and want to create awesome and stunning websites for your clients and for yourself, then here is a short list of the programming languages that we can use for web development. So we here mentioned Ruby, Java, Python, PHP, Angular, TypeScript and SQL. Guys, it is written here SQL, but it is pronounced as SQL. So we use almost these languages for web development except HTML, CSS and JavaScript that are used for front end. Every other programming languages that are mentioned here are used mostly for backends. We can use Python for web development, and there are two most famous frameworks for Python that are known as Flask and Django. PHP, Angular, TypeScript and SQL, and SQL is one of the most famous programming language that is used for databases. So we also here write HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Guys, HTML is known as hypertext markup language, and HTML is not a programming language and it is a markup language. So CSS we use for styling of the web documents or HTML files, and JavaScript is used to make our websites interactive. So we use these languages in web development, but there are also other frameworks like Laravel, Node.js and Vue.js and a lot more. So this is only a short list which we can use for our web development task. Guys, next is data science. As you know, data science is the most emerging fields in this era. So for data science we can use R, Java, Python, JavaScript, C, C++, SQL, MATLAB, Scala and Julia. So guys, you will be saying that in web development we also use Java, Python and JavaScript, and there are also mentioned here. So guys, these are the advantages of these language. You will see Java, Python, C++ and a lot of other languages repeatedly. So in data science we also use Java and Python, of course, because Python is a scripting language, and we use a lot of other frameworks like NumPy, Matplotlib, SciPy and scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, etc. for data science projects. And we can also use JavaScript. Guys, you will be saying why we use JavaScript and how to use JavaScript in our data science projects. We will imagine a scenario here. Imagine that you are working in a data science project, so you are taking a lot of inputs from the user or machine, and then you are passing that input to your data science model. and of course that model would have to show some kind of output. So you start visualizing. So you developed your data science model that just visualize those inputs or outputs in the form of graphs or charts in a web application. So here is used JavaScript that makes your website or web applications interactive. So we can also use JavaScript here. We can use C, C++, etc. SQL, of course. Every data science project contains some kind of backend data and or simply database. So to deal with databases, we can use Java here or SQL, etc. MATLAB also used for visualizations. A lot of visualizations are done in MATLAB, Scala and Julia, and here R is written, that is a purely statistical language. Guys, another interesting field here is IoT, and IoT stand for Internet of Things. And what are IoT devices? Actually, these are small wearable devices, like you see some smart watches and smart glasses. There are an example of IoT devices. So for iOS development, we use Swift here, and Java, of course, for Android developments, and Python we can also use here, JavaScript, C, C++, Golang and Scala. So another interesting field is game development, and it is a well paid field here. So we can use C, C++ here, and we can also use Swift if we want to work on iOS game applications. And if you want to develop your game applications for Windows, then you have to use C Sharp, and C Sharp is a very famous game development programming language. One of the most important and famous game development tool or framework here is Unity, and that is developed on C Sharp. We can also use Python, and there are a lot of frameworks in Python that we can use for game development, like we can use Kinterm and Turtle and some other Pygame, etc. we can use in Python. We can use Java for Android game developments. We can also use JavaScript for web applications. So guys, for Java, to understand what kind of games we can develop in JavaScript, we will take a scenario here. First we will go to our Facebook application, and then we will click here on see more. Click here on see more, and then you will say and play games here. Just click it and you will see a lot of games here. Let me just click it here, and Basketball City, and play now. And guys, now you can play your games like this. So actually I don't want to play games here. Let me just close it. And so guys, I have showed you a demo what kind of JavaScript games you can develop, and believe me, you can develop a very good or interesting game in JavaScript. So we can use Lua for game development, and we also use Kotlin for Android games, and ActionScript for also game development. So guys, we have written here Python, Java, C Sharp, and some other Kotlin language programming languages for game development. We can specifically use them to create our you can say that platform dependent game applications, but we can also use them to develop game applications for Androids and Linux, Windows and web applications. So here we for example, Java is used for Android games specifically, but we can also create Java games for Windows platform. So another interesting field of computer science is application development. So what kind of applications we can develop? Actually we can develop games and some other applications like Messenger, Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. We can create some server applications or drivers and also some plugins. Actually we can use C, C++ for hardware related works, because C, C++ are very good at making relationship with the hardware. So mostly C++ is used in driver applications like Windows drivers or Wi-Fi drivers, etc. There are a lot of games developed in C++, and other type of applications are also developed in C++. So here is C Sharp, as we talked before. If you want to create Windows application, then you have to work with C Sharp, and of course you can develop your Windows applications using Java, Python and Kotlin, but you have to do some kind of modifications in the operating system or platform on which these applications would be running. So we can use Python here for application development, and Java also for application development, and specifically Android applications are developed in Java and Kotlin. And as I talked before, that you can use these languages to develop multi-platform applications, but for that you have to install some dependencies. Like for Python you have to install Python on Windows or Linux, and if you are creating your Java applications and that would have to work on Windows, then you have to install Java in your Windows environment. So for iOS development we have to use Swift, and as I talked before, we have to use JavaScript, Ruby and Rust for web application development. So another interesting field here are cloud applications. Guys, as you have seen that cloud applications are increasing day by day, and they are gaining lot more popularity and fame. So one of the important cloud application that we all are using in our daily life are Google Drive and OneDrive or Mega.ng. So to develop cloud applications, we again will work with C, C++, C Sharp, Python, Java, React, Swift and JavaScript, etc. So guys, this was the very short introduction of these 5 fields here: web development, data science, IoT, game development, application development and cloud applications. Sorry, 6 fields here. So guys, if you are going to work in specific areas, then you also have to search on your own what kind of languages or techniques I can use for those areas. Like if you are interested in web development, then you will also have to search on internet that what are the most prominent figures we can use for web developments. So here are just few and short list of the programming languages I mentioned here that we can use in these fields, but to work with your applications you also have to search on your own. So enough for this video, and we will be meeting in our new video. Until then, stay tuned and don't forget to like our videos, subscribe our channel and share with your friends. Goodbye.